If you're looking for a hired blade, look somewhere else. I don't do that anymore. I was a good soldier once. I was a faithful follower of Kain, along with the rest of my family. After the disaster, I was disgraced, no longer fit to serve in the regular army. So, for a time, I sold my blade to the highest bidder. What does it look like? I sit here, and I drink until I collapse. And then I get up and drink some more. It's the only way I can endure the memories. You ask more questions than my mother, and she's the keeper of Kain's Grove. Leave me to my drink, or I'll show you how good a warrior I used to be.
I don't like to talk. I like to drink.
I would share, but I don't want to share.
Come, have a drink with me.
Well, 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 look who it is. The second bravest member of the Undaunted. Come treat with me, friend. With me and these lovely ladies. Depends on how much you like the cold. I hear there's a witch in these parts. If the rumors are true, she's taken Direfrost Keep for her own. Sounds ripe for an Undaunted to get involved. I'd go myself, but then I'd have to part with my charming company. Oh, they're interested, but you needn't worry about that. You just take care of Direfrost Keep and leave this to me. There's always something. How do you feel about a trip through the desert? I heard a drunken laborer scream about an ancient dwarven ruin in Alakir called Volenfell, full of ghastly dwarven traps. The man was part of an expedition there, an expedition run by a right pretty lass. Shame I'm already occupied here.
Stupid contest today.
That plan. What do you want? A medal?
That Nurara sure is great. Did you see how I impressed her? Nurara, the Dark Elf noble's daughter. Isn't she the Elk's antlers? Maybe she'll come watch when I win the bragging contest. I'm an avalanche. I bury the competition.
Buy me a drink.
Bring this one another goblin.
Cause any trouble and you'll be sorry. Is this on straight? Get yourself a drink. And one for me.
That bowl of jiggling jelly looks delicious. Can I get the recipe?
Yourself a drink. And one for me.
You've been gone. You've been gone for a while. Tell me you found something useful. Cheating at the Conanliker and the Stormfist clan. They haven't caused this much trouble since... Oh no. This is worse than I feared. We need to determine what's really going on here. While you were completing your mission, another competitor was injured. One of my best. The champion of Windhelm. This just got personal. I have another task for you if you're willing. I want you to enter the next event, the foot race of the 9 holds. I name you Windhelm's new champion. That should confuse our enemies. If you're willing, go talk to the race organizer Lenning. He's along the western wall. Hurry! Speak to Lenning the Hawk and enter the race. You're good at digging up information. We're better to keep an eye on things than right in the middle of the race. I can't post guards at every tower. And as an outsider that no one has ever heard of, your participation should confuse our enemies.
Cheer? I say 10 drinks for King Jorin. And then 10 more.
If you're not participating in the race of the 9 holds, please stand back. I see. Thane Mara is playing her political games again. No matter. As the last racer to arrive, you get to light the starting flare. Get ready. The race begins as soon as you ignite the flare. Rules? Haven't you ever ran a race before? You have to run along the outer walls of the city and must pass through each of the 9 towers along the walls. 1 for each hold in Skyrim. The first racer to pass through the 9th tower wins the event.
Do I look drunk?
thanks. It's the rare soul who stops to help an opponent. Treachery. An orcish arrow. Poisoned. I drank a potion, but it didn't help. I'm finished. It's too late for me. You need to listen. I saw where the assassin fled. To the south, away from the city. They must be hiding nearby. Avenge me, champion. Avenge!
What?
I don't feel so good.
What happened to you? You were doing so well. Why'd you stop running? Another murder? In broad daylight? Thane Mara just left and she wants to speak to you. And she needs to hear about this anyway. Hurry and meet her in front of the palace.
This is alive, huh?
Come on, help us out here.
What a race! I saw some of it, and I was informed of the outcome. I have eyes throughout the city, of course. Another blasted attack. You showed compassion, abandoning the race to aid another. Empathy is worth as much as strength, in my opinion. Now about Hadring. We need to find his killers and bring them to justice. Someone must have seen something during the race. The assassins fled after their cowardly attack, but every rat has a hole to hide in. You must find that hole. I don't want you to just find the assassins. I want you to hunt them down like the rabid dogs they are and dispatch them with haste and extreme prejudice. Do we understand each other, champion? I'm taking the gauntlets off and granting you the authority to do whatever is necessary to deal with these assassins. I name you as Justice Carl of Windhelm. Dispense your authority as needed, and deal with this as quickly as you can. Well done. I'll mobilize the guard to prevent any more Stormfists from getting into the city. Go south and find the assassins. Bring me back something I can show to King Yorin to let him know we've taken care of this problem.
Now, who's got a drink for me? You?
Selling, buying, trading. Right here.
My eyes look friendly. Who's got a drink for me? You? Finest merchandise around.
Poor Lower Yorgrim. What a crying shame. I wouldn't go that way if I were you, Traveler. Giants attacked Lower Yorgrim. It's a disaster. If you're smart, you'll stay away from there. I don't see any good coming out of that place for the foreseeable future. But if you really want to help, find Iriki Frostwind. She's at the fishing camp down the road.
They're all the same.
The guards found more caches of weapons hidden around the city, but nothing else. I hope you had better luck. King Yoren's exiled brother Fieldgore used to run the Stormfist Brigade. That's his symbol added to the Stormfist emblem. And these orders... Fieldgore has returned to Skyrim. King Yoren must be told. Hopefully it's not too late. Fieldgore is King Yoren's twin brother. When Queen Nirnhill fell in battle, the brothers joined forces to defeat the Akaviri, but then they fought over the throne. Yoren won the day and exiled his brother. Now Fieldgore has returned. What does any exile want? Needless to say, to announce his presence in this manor can't bode well for King Yoren. The final event has started in the Hall of Trials. I'll send guards to the camp. You need to go to the hall and help the king. Hurry, to the Hall of Trials. You must protect King Yoren at all costs.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
What is it?
Do I know you?
For your goddess, for you, we strike true.
Your prowess is impressive, champion. Come up
My
here so
king,
that...
the Stormfist cheated. These Nords have been poisoned.
Your brother Filgor sends his greetings, false king. He wants you to know that he has returned from exile to claim what is his by birth and by right. Your rule is over, Pretender. Prepare to die.
Poison, Filgor. What is the meaning of this? Guards, seize that woman!
For Filgor! For the rightful king of Skyrim! Show no mercy!
Stormfist bastards did their worst. Yet I'm still alive! Thanks to you. This was a message from my brother. One I wasn't meant to survive. I feared this day would come. A mere scratch. Nothing more. The Stormfist clan's assassins are dead, and that's good enough for me. I guess I've become too complacent, while Filgor's hatred has obviously deepened and festered. After dear Nirnhild fell in battle, my brother and I threw back the invaders. Afterward, we disagreed on who should succeed our sister. I believed in diplomacy and wisdom. Filgor believes in rule by force. I couldn't let him take the throne. When I won the throne, I was forced to exile Filgor. He never forgave me for that. So I assume he returned to take the throne. I wonder what he has promised his Stormfist and Orc allies. I need to think about this. Please tell Thane Mera that I'm fine.
I forgot what I'm drinking to. You know
Come
the
on,
rules.
help us out here.
No one's allowed
We
inside
have
without
deadlines to meet.
authorization. And I don't see your leaving.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
You're back. Tell me, is King Yoren well? That's good to hear. You don't know how relieved I am by this news. You risked your life even though you had no duty to uphold or vow to keep. To me, that makes you the champion of the day. While you were aiding the king, a runner arrived from Fort Morvenskar. The fort is under attack. Fieldgore and the Stormfist clan are certainly behind the attack. It can't be mere coincidence. Windhelm must be protected, but we can't abandon the fort. It makes sense strategically, but we weren't prepared for this. We weren't expecting to fight a war while the Pact leaders were in council. I need your help. Captain Hamar sent the runner. Report to him. Find out what's going on at the fort. You upheld my honor and the honor of Windhelm. This Ebonheart Pact is worth more than I hoped. May all your enemies fall before you.
They're all the same. Give an order helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
I don't feel so good.
Get yourself a drink. And one for me. They should really make the mugs bigger.
Greetings. What brings you to my pier in the middle of this disaster? Sure as bones. What with the giant attack and all, I completely forgot about all that. My sincerest apologies. Here you go. Haven't you heard? Giants attacked Lower Yorgrim. Go speak to Araki in the tavern over there if you want more information. It's pickled fish. No one actually eats this stuff. It's more of a tradition than a food group. I've even seen a starving horker refuse to eat these stinky fish. It might be good for keeping the wolves away, though.
If only we had a few furs to keep us warm. A cold wind blows. Giants stomp through our village, and we have nothing but the shirts on our backs to keep us warm. You've picked a poor time to visit Lower Yorgrim. I don't have a grand quest to offer you. We are just cold and hurt and afraid for our lives. Well, the wolves came to Lower Yorgrim after the giants attacked. They roam the streets and feast on our dead. Perhaps you could collect a few wolf pelts for me. I can turn them into blankets. At least those of us that survived can stay warm. That mangy wolf bit me!
The wolves are almost worse than the giants. I just pray we survive the night.
If you're looking for my wife Eiriki, you can find her inside.
Lower Yorgrim is dying, stranger. We have nothing left to offer you. I suggest you find somewhere else to rest this night. Giants attacked our village. Many villagers died in Lower Yorgrim because of these mindless savages. I gathered the few survivors I could find and fled to this fishing camp. I don't know. This is the first time the giants have ventured this close to the village, and the first time they've attacked us. My brother, Scorvild, is assembling a force of warriors to drive off the giants. You should talk to my brother.
My poor wife. The giant swung its club and shattered her leg. Oh, what am I going to do? Don't mind my cousin. She never could keep her opinions to herself.
Listen, cousin, Scorville's as crazy as an outhouse skeever.
Something out there smells terrible. Quiet. Whatever it is, I'm sure it attracted the giants and wolves to our village.
Look around, cousin. What difference does it make now?
If you seek sanctuary, you've come to the wrong place. This is my war council, and you have interrupted its proceedings. I see. Dear Eiriki. Always trying to help her big brother. Well, while we formulate our plans to retake Lower Yorgrim, I suppose there is something you can do. Before we charge out to deal with the wolves and giants, we need someone to rescue any other villagers still trapped out there. If you could get the civilians out of the way, that will be one less thing for me and my warriors to worry about. Yes, and keep an eye out for my warrior, Burge. I sent him to retrieve supplies, but he hasn't returned. If you could also collect those supplies, it would improve our chances against the giants immensely. Rations. Made from an old family recipe. An army fights best on a full stomach, or so they say. In truth, my warriors have a tradition. They always eat these specific rations before going into battle, and I'm loath to break our routine. Meet us at the manor house to the south when you've completed these tasks. The armory there contains the weapons and armor we need to make our first strike against the giants. Good luck out there, stranger.
Mind yourself, stranger. Many dangers roam Lower Yorgrim this day.
You should talk to our leader Scorvild. He knows exactly what Lower Yorgrim needs right now.